Hello from Eldoret, Kenya. We want to share with you today some updates from our ministry and say thank you for your faithful support. Some of what we do has been put on hold because of the COVID-19 virus, but there's still much to be done and lots to share about what God is doing here in Kenya and East Africa. We sent you a short video back in January when we started our new term at East Africa Bible College. That term was scheduled to end this week, but instead we had to close 2 weeks early due to the spread of the COVID-19 virus. All the students were able to reach home safely before the borders closed and travel was restricted, so we are happy to report that all of our students and staff are safe and healthy. Work continues on our Eldoret campus as this is planting season. We are busy planting corn, potatoes, and vegetables. We are also using this time to update our curriculum for our off-campus programs. Before the term ended, we were busy teaching our students from 7 nations on the campus. Along with our Kenyan staff, Summer was teaching a course on effective teaching skills, and I was teaching biblical interpretation. We were also planning to have a graduation in April, but that has been postponed until later in the year. We plan to open the school as soon as we are able and it is safe for the students to return. Earlier this year, we hosted a team from the Cornerstone Conference in Western North Carolina led by Marvin and Kathy Goodnight. This team consisted of 14 people from 6 churches, including Maranatha Worship Center, Lexington First Pentecostal Holiness Church, Kernersville First Pentecostal Holiness Church, Draper Pentecostal Holiness Church, and Trinity Worship Center. This team spent 2 weeks with us doing various projects around the campus, and I have to say that this was an answer to prayer because God used this team to bring about things we had been praying for years. They first helped us to replace the roof and ceiling in the building that houses our dining hall and offices. This included removing several trees which had grown up dangerously close to the buildings. Second, they helped us complete the new water tank and powerhouse for our water well, which provides water for our campus, crops, and community. Next, they helped us with our local church by putting a new floor into the new addition on the front of the church and also some steps. The team also blessed our students at the Bible school. Draper Pentecostal Holiness Church provided some much-needed supplies for our students and blessed our staff as well. Reverend Goodnight taught in our pastoral ministry class, while Reverend Ricky Wagner preached in our chapel services. This team also spread out its ministry to 4 other IPHC churches in Eldoret and Nairobi. Finally, this team came at just the right time to help our children's home in Eldoret. Last year, the Shiloh Pentecostal Holiness Church in Wilson, North Carolina, designated their Vacation Bible School offering to help the children here in Kenya. The majority of the money was used for the much-needed repairs at the children's home playground. The IPHC Children's Home in Eldoret has about 40 children, and their playground needed some help. The materials we purchased with the money from Shiloh Church were ready for this team to come, and the Cornerstone Conference team did the physical work of making that playground better than it was before. They also blessed the children with ministry and fellowship for several days. The Lexington Pentecostal Holiness Church also raised extra money to provide the children with a special meal, school supplies, clothing, and other gifts. Now, with all the children home because schools are closed in Kenya, we thank God that there is a wonderful playground for them on that campus while we wait for schools to reopen. In February, we launched our first East Africa Bible College off-campus learning site in Uganda. This was also an answer to prayer because we have been hoping to move our training into that country for many years. We are using the facilities at New Life Christian Ministries, IPHC, near Mbali, and they have around 25 students enrolled. This would not have been possible without our local leadership, including Pastor Jonathan Wanaroba, missionary Rhonda Wood, and our Bishop Patrick Buyenza, who is also an EABC graduate. We have been able to visit several of our alumni this year. We were glad to preach in a new church plant in Lavington, Nairobi, called Life Transformation Center. EABC alumnus Chris Mutira planted the church out of the Calvary Worship Center Church in Nairobi. We are also glad to see the growth of the IPHC Church in Mumias, which is pastored by EABC alumnus Elias Kibet. We are continuously receiving positive testimonies and good news from our graduates across the region. The last 2 months have been exciting for EABC also because of a new and long-awaited project which is finally taking off. We are in the process of building a border wall around our campus that will serve to protect our campus for years to come. In the last 10 years, the town of Eldoret has been growing closer to our campus. The cornfields which once surrounded us are now full of apartment buildings and businesses. The old dirt road is paved and we have street lights now. This growth has been both a blessing and a challenge. This border wall will protect us from both encroachment and theft. We are developing our campus for greater agricultural productivity and self-sustainability. This wall will ensure that the investments we make on the campus will be protected. It will also add value and beauty to the campus, which Joseph and Elsie Arthur established here over 30 years ago. I want to thank Bishop Talmadge Gardner and Reverend Ron Wooten for helping us secure the funding and launch this key project for the Bible College. This year, Girls Ministries has been busy planning the upcoming events for 2020. In February, Summer hosted a District Women's Ministries and Girls Ministries Leaders Summit to select a Girls Ministries Conference Board for the Highlands Conference here in Kenya, and to discuss plans for the upcoming Girls Conference for this region. Later in February, she joined Sharon Wooten in Nairobi for the Kenya National Women's Ministries Leadership Meeting, where they started planning for the first ever National Sweethearts Conference in December. This will be a conference dedicated to young women ages 18 and above. Reaching this age group is a key goal for Girls Ministries in Kenya. The annual Girls Ministries Conference at the Bible School was supposed to be in April, but is now postponed because of the COVID-19 threat. This was very disappointing for Summer and her team, but we continue to trust God that we'll be able to have this event later in the year, possibly in August. Pray for Summer and her team as they plan for this meeting later in the year. In February this year, Summer and I celebrated our 12th wedding anniversary. God has blessed us with 2 wonderful children, and Abby and Nate are still enjoying being in the 1st grade and in preschool. Both their schools held sports days in February, and it was fun to cheer them on and see them compete with their other classmates. They also enjoyed dressing up for their favorite book characters on World Book Day. The kids really stretched our creativity skills when they chose to be the Lorax and the Cat in the Hat. But Summer did a very good job with their costumes, and we had fun making it happen. Abby and Nate are currently staying at home every day because all the schools are closed, but we are looking forward to teaching them with a few hours of homeschooling each day. They have really handled this well, being at home for so long, and we are amazed at their positive attitude and creativity during this time. We are also looking forward to celebrating Abby's 7th birthday on April the 12th. Thank you for supporting our ministry, and we look forward to giving you more good news as the year goes on. We know these are some difficult days. We believe God will bring us through, and we'll be able to share again about the ministry that is happening here in Eldoret, Kenya, and beyond. Thank you, and God bless you.